All right, Chief, we got an awesome episode today with one of my favorite Polish people ever.
I don't think you get to claim him.
I don't get to claim him, but
I get to claim him. It's Tom Zbikowski.
That's true.
And after that, you know what I want to do with him?
I want to go to a dive bar and drink some Miller Lite. What do you want to do with him?
You took the words out of my mouth. So whether it's a long weekend or a full-on vacation, it's prime time to get the buddies together. College football starts this week. There's nothing better than college football and Miller Lite. Since 1975, Miller Lite has been the perfect way to stock up your cooler when you're finally together. Gather your crew. It's Miller time. The taste you can depend on. A great beer trusted by beer lovers and their beer-loving friends for 50 years. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. Simply put, it just hits different, especially shared with your favorite people. The original light beer since 1975 and still iconic 50 years on. Dave, like I said, college football.
Right around the corner.
You want to
go a couple days away.
Declan's on Saturday?
I think we're going to have to hit up Declan Saturday
do that.
morning. And,
just buckets and buckets of
Miller Lite.
Responsibly. Miller Lite is the official beer of the Chicago Bears. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewer Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. And that is it. Let's go to Tom Zbikowski.
Whoosh.
All right, welcome to the Stretch interview show. Today we're joined by Tom. I don't even know how to describe you because you've done so much cool shit, but now you are the St. Patrick football coach, so I'm going to go with that. Former Notre Dame legend, Chicago legend, NFL player, Tommy Zbikowski. What's up, man?
Golden Gloves.
Yeah. Chicago Fireman.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, dude? Welcome in. I'm happy to make this happen.
Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it, really.
How's everything going? How do you like being back in Chicago coaching high school football?
Love it. Love everything about it. Every corner, every school, it just the flashback of memories. Even driving up Grand Avenue from St. Pat's was flashback. You know, that's where my dad grew up. That's where they set me up, where I learned that you don't put ketchup on hot dogs was at Jimmy's.
Yeah.
Right. Which they set me up. I'm 6 years old. I head in. Can I get ketchup on this? They sent me to the back of the line. There was one guy in line. So by the time I got back up, I asked for ketchup again.
Back of the line. Move them back.
Go back to the back of the line again. All right.
What is this kid thick? Yeah.
I also am from the suburbs, and I learned that at Gene and June's up by you guys a little bit. And I was probably I started going there when I was like 16, 17 when we could drive out there, and I asked for ketchup, and it was like they charged me to go to the McDonald's next door.
Right.
Have you been to Jimmy's?
I have not been to
Jimmy's
Jimmy's.
is the spot.
That's the spot.
Is that more than Gene and Jude?
So honestly, they're almost carbon copies.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a depression. I'm a depression dog guy. I don't like all the other stuff. I've always been a depression dog guy.
Yeah, except that one's in the west side, the other one's in River Grove. That's just kind of the big difference. So that's where what was on Grand? You said your gym was over there?
No, my dad's Shakespeare in Lamont is where my dad grew up.
Got you. Okay.
And,
where did he go? High school.
5 of them.
Oh, okay.
Who
does he claim?
He didn't move at all. He got kicked out of Weber after his first year.
Okay.
Foreman's where he graduated, and he went to St. Philip's every summer to catch up on.
Okay.
One or two in between where.
That was the ombudsman of that day? That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That was where you went. I got.
So for St. Philip's?
Yes.
Yeah, summertime to pick up all the credits. He was there.
Just do everything. No shit. Well, glad we could give you a nostalgia flashback here because I think this is kind of going to be all about nostalgia.
Right.
Yeah.
Chief's a big Notre Dame guy.
I am.
Yeah.
I remember where I was for that punt, the punt return against SC.
Love it.
Yeah. Pre-game
Where
for
were you?
barn dance at Illinois State. So it was great. It was great. I do want to talk a little bit more about the high school stuff though. Like that. Are you running 2-a-days? Like what's a Tom Zbikowski football camp like?
We don't do 2-a-days. A lot of our boys are working during the day. A lot of them caddy. A lot of them work. So we do evening times. It's aggressive, but you still got to be smart. You got to have a few bang up injuries in training camp. Otherwise, it's going to happen in weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to callus the neck. You got to callus the body.
I like that.
There ain't no way. There's no way around it.
Callus the neck. I don't think I've heard that one.
I'm pretty sure it's in medical books. I've read it somewhere. I'm almost positive orthopedic surgeons use that.
Callus it up. Callus up that neck. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm sure people will be pumped to hear that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a good one.
Tough though. We run. I mean, we get to it. We run our plays. We ain't no standing around. You come to our practice. Every group is working. We probably have 6 straight hours of football with freshmen starting right into our middle level practice, right into our varsity practice. We from 3 o'clock till 7:30. There's boys practicing at at Belmont and Austin.
How many kids in the program?
We got about 50 plus freshmen, another almost 40 sophomores, and then we got about 50, almost 60 on varsity.
Okay.
Is nobody doing 2-a-days anymore, or is that pretty?
Some might be. I mean, you have such a time in June and July. Like we didn't used to practice in July. For us, I forgot how it was coming out of. We used to just do like a camp in June and then training camp for like a week or two in August. But now you get to practice in June and July. So as long as you're practicing, then you'll be all right.
I don't know how you callus up a neck without 2-a-days though.
Right.
Ain't gonna happen.
How much do you toe the line of, like, obviously you have to follow the rules, you're a high school football coach, but it's not like it used to be, and we're all, I think every generation's guilty of being the old man that yells at clouds, like the Abraham Simpson. But how much do you toe the line? Like, you obviously can't do what we did when we were growing up. We're all about the same age, you know?
Right. There's no Oklahoma drills.
Right, exactly.
But we do you got to be smarter with it, but you still got to ramp it up. And if you're not doing that, the boys aren't interested in practice. They're not interested in football if you're not doing that. That's why kids play this game. I mean, it's a game that has 100% injury rate. You got to know that going in. Like, that's just, you got to be prepped for it. If you're not going to be prepped for it in practice, some 15, 16-year-old that's pissed off in the world that's playing against you is going to try and paralyze you. Like, this ain't me. I didn't make up the rules in the game. I've just played it, and that's how it goes.
Do you ever find yourself being like a bad practice? People are standing around, nobody's really hitting. Are you just tempted to blow that whistle and say, "Bull in the ring, let's go"?
Yeah,
Let's go.
No, hell no. I got the boxing gloves ready for that.
So what was the so growing up though? What was kind of the split though? So did you start boxing or playing football first?
I started playing football at 6 years old. My brother was fresh off of he just healed up from his brain tumor surgery. He just got the okay that he could play football and baseball. He threw me in the car my first year playing, and we ran a 5.51 on defense. I was that one that was 10 yards right. I was number 66. I was safety number 66. I had to weigh in with my brother's pads just to make the minimum.
The weight?
And he would wear my pads maximum.
Yeah.
I would wear his. I couldn't stand up. Like, my knee pads were my ankle pads. My thigh pads were my knee pads, and my hip pads were like my entire leg. And I would have to run like this just to balance myself running forward. And then one of my oldest friends joins football the following year. His dad had been like a walk-on to Michigan State. Really taught my father a lot about football, and then told my dad, told my dad, if I want to be good at football, you got to wrestle. So that off season, I started wrestling at 7. Had 3 years worth of wrestling before I was coming home from a baseball game. I told my father I wanted to start boxing. But all this started back to my brother, the roommate, his roommate, the little bunkmate, her father was an orthopedic surgeon out of Davie, Florida, but grew up in Jersey and had a bunch of like amateur Golden Glove boxing matches, and at the time kind of was having somewhat of a pro career. I mean, he's an orthopedic surgeon, you know what I mean? But when you see your brother, you see your daughter, in a glass cage with wires all over them, as big head and a glass cage at 8 years old, making EKG tests and things like that. Like, it doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
What I mean? Yeah. So he was going through that while I was like 4 years old. He was going through that kind of same thing. And then we go down to Florida to meet up with the family just to check in on how everyone's doing. And he was training and getting ready for a fight. So this was my first time seeing the medicine ball being thrown, the speed bag being hit. And the first time I sparred with my brother, I was 5 years old. But my grandfather had taught me, before he died, how to throw hands, and he died when I was 2.5 years old. But this is right. So September that year, my brother's diagnosed. October that year, my mom's diagnosed with a rare blood disease, and by November, my dad's dad passes away. But I can throw hands by the time he's he passed away.
Throwing hands before you can read.
Yeah.
Before I could walk. I mean,
Yeah.
100% before I could speak, before I could read, I was throwing hands.
Damn.
So what did you love more, boxing or football growing up?
Boxing.
Yeah.
Went boxing, wrestling, football.
Oh,
Really?
wrestling was
Yeah.
in between there.
Yeah.
Did football ever catch up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I got to Baltimore, I really fell in love with football.
So after your after your college career? Yeah.
Really?
I read online that you had a bunch of quotes saying that once you got to the NFL, it was kind of just a paycheck for you
At the end.
at the end.
At the end, it was I was so worn out after Notre Dame, just not because of anything, just the pressures of it, and we didn't have no social media then, so you read message boards. It's like I'm sure as entertainers, like you can't read no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right. And as a 20-year-old, like reading about what these people are saying about you, not to Notre Dame's fault, it just like, man, I became really bitter about hearing the things that were said about me, and just like, paying attention to that. I should have never paid attention.
What could
yeah,
people have
you
said
were
about
a
you?
legend there.
They-
I hate Notre Dame, and
Yeah, you are like one of my all-time
Yes.
favorite
Right.
Notre Dame players. I can't.
Well,
I
it's
can't
like,
imagine.
like
people
I
being
had
negative.
right. Well, I had we had 4 defensive linemen that were all studs,
Mm-hmm.
with maybe 1 or 2 backups that could rotate. Like I had to play at 6 yards from the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
because that's how it was. So every touchdown that was ever caught was somehow
Your fault.
Right.
Yeah.
got roasted.
Do you have,
right. Like
Yeah,
safeties in Pee Wee don't let anyone behind you. Safeties in college got to be your second to third leading tackler on
Yeah.
the team. Like it ain't, don't let nobody behind you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not football. Like I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't how you can play. But that's just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But also, you're eating Chef Boyardee every night, and they're selling your jerseys. The most I can get, every once in a while, my pops is bringing me some prosciutto and provolone from Tony's Deli, Edison Park, baby. But and half the time that was taken from my roommates anyway. So we had no training table at Notre Dame at the time. We had no study hall. They treated us not like we were people that were going to bring them $14 million just from playing in one Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
probably a
Yeah.
lot more
Right.
than that.
Yeah.
But that's Notre Dame. They're gonna, they're gonna let things get away from them. Then they're gonna take football seriously again. Then they're gonna get away from it. Then they're gonna take football seriously again. Then they're gonna get away from it. Then they're gonna take football seriously again. We were just kind of at that lull.
All right, we're going to take a quick hydration break. I got to talk to you guys about Body Armor Flash IV. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to fill it up right now. I'm using Tropical Punch, Dave. What do you have?
I have strawberry kiwi. One of my favorite flavors
that is a good
for
flavor.
like all sorts of
Yeah.
sports drinks is strawberry kiwi.
I'm pouring it in. It's the absolute best. Flash IV delivers faster, longer-lasting hydration with over 2,000 milligrams of electrolytes and no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners like those other drinks. So whether you're training, traveling, or just feeling the heat, work hard. Get that Flash IV. Everybody should be having this kind of almost every day, I feel like.
Keep it next.
Hydrate hard with Body Armor Flash IV and grab yours at your local 7-Eleven convenience stores today. Hydrate hard, Body Armor Flash IV, the absolute best. You
It is the
just
best.
give it a little shake,
You're good to go, right?
and you got that tropical punch. All right, let's get back to Tom Zbikowski. So the pressure just came from fans. Is that what you're saying? Because I remember like those 2 teams, the first 2 years of Weiss when you were there. That to me, it felt as a fan like it came out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
it was such a revelation. The Willingham, Bob Davie era before that, it was a lot of losing, a lot of bad losses, and then it was like, all right, we got this guy from the Patriots. Let's see how it goes. And then bang, like right off the start, you guys were like, oh, this is like a real team.
We had back-to-back classes that were flooded with NFL talent.
Yeah,
I think Tyrone's first year, that class was loaded with a lot of talent, and those 2 classes really blended. There were blurred lines between the classes. We hung out together, we partied together, we trained together, we lived together. We were as close as a team could be, and it was us against the world when we were going into when we were going to 05 season. You're talking about Mark May saying we're going to go 1-6, 0-5, whatever it was.
Mark May was such a hater,
Right, and
Yeah.
and us collectively, we were angry. We had a chip on our shoulders. we were a close team, and we were more like a family. That's what it takes if it's gonna be us against the world.
Was there a significant culture change when Weiss came in, or was it just kind of the player-led thing? Yeah,
no, it was. It was a different attitude. We needed that kind of. Ty could be your friend. Charlie was not going to be your friend.
Okay.
Needed a kick in the ass a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Was there
because everyone, if you're at Notre Dame, like that's the reason I went is for the road games. Like I like seeing that type of hate.
Yeah.
I love being booed.
I like that. Yeah.
I love being booed. I love being hated, and I love stomping your face at your home field.
Is there one?
I want to do it in front of your people. I want to do it in front of your girlfriend. I want to do it in front of your wife.
Your parents.
Do it in
your
front of your
kids.
parents. I want to see your great grandpa. I'll break his hip. I want to do it in your neighborhood.
Was there did you have a favorite road game of your career where it was like I saw someone's grandpa break their hip?
You look into the crowd and you just see the soul being sucked out of them.
More just the 05 Michigan game. We went into there and really it was a physical game. It was like 110 degrees on the turf. We wanted to beat you. We didn't care about the score. We just wanted to physically beat you, and that's what we did to them.
What's that? What place?
Same path might go into.
I love it.
I told them. So listen, we had Robbie Gold here, obviously friend of the program as well. He's coaching St. Vider, and they swore their allegiance to Vider. I said, you better hold on.
Hey, that's not true. I didn't. My allegiance is very up for grabs, especially my high school stinks now.
This is where I'm like torn.
Mine too. I can be bought.
Well, this is like I don't like to see Eddie have any joy.
Yeah.
So it's like
that.
if St. Pat's is good, then like Eddie's happy, and I don't really like that. But
well, he's gonna be happy.
yeah.
No, I love it. What stadium was the most?
Knoxville, Tennessee was
Okay.
the coolest place we played.
Yeah, Knoxville's sweet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He said that. Yeah.
I've been-
You could during the third quarter. There was one of their D linemen started going off, and the crowd just decided there was like no reason for it, just because they wanted to get excited. Like you could barely hear your own thoughts. You definitely couldn't talk to the guy that was next to you a foot away from you. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. But it's kind of interesting though, because we're talking about the message board thing and how that kind of got to you, but then we're talking to how you love the hate. So how did that intermingle? Like,
I hate the hate when it's your own people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calls coming from inside the house.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. What about we got to talk about the SC game, obviously.
Which one?
First one, well, the punt return game, the one at home, where it was like I think you guys might have been ranked 9th. They were one, but like no one thought they could
20-some game.
Yeah, no one thought they could ever lose again.
No,
like they had all the talent. What was the pregame like for that? What was the attitude that week in practice? Did you guys, because you guys have been killed by SC felt like for years leading up to that. Yeah. So what was the attitude that week? And did you guys have like an internal belief?
Yeah, we did. We had a bye week leading into it. Charlie was smart. He showed us an Arizona State game where they took them really down to the wire, and that's where I saw a punt return. I knew I was going to have a punt return for a touchdown because I saw the boy from Arizona State take one back, and I knew, that's my role in this game. And then we were just focused. We were on a mission that season. It really didn't matter how good the team that we were playing was. We were always focused on ourselves, and really we had a chip on our shoulder that whole year. And this was the game. This was the game. Yeah. That we were. I mean, I stopped going to class. Well, I never went to class anyways, but I stopped pretending to go to class by like Tuesday.
You guys over there like, shaking their heads like, damn it, no,
do as I say, not as I do. Yeah.
Yes, well, yeah.
Toots, there's a microphone right there too. So Toots played. He played for Notre Dame too.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you recall things the same here?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The USC game was. We were jacked up, ready to go. That win streak was on the line, and we had a pep rally the night before. We had 50,000 people at our pep rally. We had. Who came back? Montana.
Yeah, it was
Zorich, Bettis.
All the greats were back. Yeah, all the greats were back on both sides. You're seeing celebrities, but you're seeing the campus is flooded by usually it's like Thursday people start trickling in. This is Tuesday, Wednesday. The bookstore's flooded. The campus is flooded. It was game days there by Thursday or Friday setting up. It's why you go to, it's why you go. Me and Samarj would drive around just kind of take it all in.
Did you guys know the green jerseys were coming?
No, we had no idea.
We
really had no idea because we went out with the blue. We went out with everything and then came back with the greens. It was electric in the locker. It was electric, and then when we got out, it was on. We had people that were at the off-campus house we weren't living at because you can't live off campus till your senior year. But our friends said that when we came out, they could hear the stadium from.
Really?
Gym.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember
eruption,
at that game though, we had so many guys because they would glue your pads, right? They put Velcro on your pads. So I remember putting my pads on. I'm like, these aren't my pads. What the hell's going on? And people were freaking out. It wasn't just me. Like we all had different pads on. You knew how your body felt with your pads on. So sure enough, we come back in and we see the green jerseys. The place, the locker room went nuts. And we come out of the tunnel and it's like, I thought we were in the Super Bowl. It was an overcast day. It was getting dark.
It was perfect.
Lights were all, cameras were going off. It was.
That's the loudest I ever heard the stadium.
Yeah.
Sick.
I can tell you one of my favorite plays from that game was actually a touchdown you guys gave up.
Against Reggie?
Yeah. So do you guys know this play? So Reggie is like a Reggie run, probably like a 40-yard.
It's our student section.
Yeah. So it's almost like that Don Beebe play in the Super Bowl against the Cowboys.
Fumble?
Yeah.
Well,
Leon
Lett tracked him down, but like Reggie Bush had probably coasted in the last 10, 15 yards.
But instead of going for the ball, I went for a spleen.
Just tried to knock him out.
I didn't care about the fumble. I just
this is my kind of guy. Fuck this guy, Reggie Bush.
It was 5 yards deep in the end zone. I don't know how nothing was called.
Yeah. It was that kind of game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Have you seen him afterwards, like after you guys?
No, I would love to because the opening play, that was the hardest collision I've ever been, was the opening play.
Right.
It was an off-tackle play. I know Reggie's only 205, but he's the most explosive athlete.
Yeah.
I thought my shoulder was in Indianapolis.
Really?
Yeah. Opening play.
In your whole career, that was it?
Yeah, we smash and we go. The only time I was hit harder was playing in a Pee Wee game against North Chicago.
Shout out North Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I love guys who have this recollection that you do. Like,
Mine's correct. I have nothing from school is remembered.
yeah.
But
yeah.
boxing, if you want to talk boxing, you want to talk. Because even for me, coming here, I every Tuesday we went to Eckerd Park, my father and I. And then we would hit Grand Avenue for some type of meal.
I live at Eckerd Park now.
Do you?
Yeah, they still have the high school football practice there every
so
day.
we train at the we trained at the where the wrestling room was.
Yep.
It was notorious for. It reminded me of Rocky III when he goes back to L.A. Yeah. Like that's how that gym was. And we would purposely go there. The gym would be 85 some degrees, cranked
with
up.
The pool humidity problem.
Oh man, when we would go in there, you're right.
Yeah.
Man. You were stained with chlorine just from walking.
Yeah.
You can smell it just walking by. Yeah.
So how did Notre Dame happen though? Like, was there another option here where you go just wrestle and like football never is our path, or was it just like, hey, I'm the best at this. This is the brightest future.
I mean, we knew about him in the suburbs.
Oh yeah.
Like, because you're a quarterback.
Yeah. So I was, I'm USA first team All-American.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ranked higher than Brady in most of for Brady Quinn. I'm ranked higher than him in most of the quarterback rankings, like recruiting.
You let him know that still?
Always. Yeah. I love him, but I'm a better quarterback than him. I really was. Like for 4 straight years in high school, I trained to be a quarterback. I wasn't the best athlete on the team that played quarterback. Like my father and I drove to Michigan one time for a 2-hour quarterback workout where I didn't throw the ball. Like I was that serious.
Yeah.
I went down. I would go to the Manning Passing Academy every summer in July in Louisiana. 2 summers in a row. Like I was. Into playing quarterback. I really wanted to play quarterback at Nebraska.
That would have been an awesome fit for you
right,
at the time too.
And it was right after Crouch, so I could throw better than Eric Crouch.
Yes.
Our running abilities are probably the same. You got to remember I'm an NFL caliber punt returner, so our running isn't going to be that much different. My passing is significantly better than his passing. Mm-hmm. But it's more about when I'm in a huddle or around, it ain't fake belief. Like I will really pick up my offensive lineman from the ground. I will really get into the scuffles that go on without hesitation. Like people, it's more about those the intangibles that made me the quarterback I was.
All right, quick break here. It's that time. All the sports are starting up all at once. We got soccer, we got college football, we got pro football, and we have DraftKings. So NFL fans, week 1 just became your place to play free and grow the bag. DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL, is here with Bag Builder, a completely free way to play for a share of $1 million or more in cash. Think you can stack some cash? Here's how it works. Download the Pick 6 app. Dave and I are on it.
Yep.
We're basically playing that every day. DraftKings is the easiest way to play fantasy, so use the code STRETCHPOD. That's one word, STRETCHPOD. Enter for free. Just make 6 picks, more or less, on a given stat. So if it's baseball, hits, runs, RBIs, strikeouts, home runs. Football is it's total
yards,
totals.
yeah.
It's easy. It's great. It's that simple. No entry fee. No catch. So want an even bigger shot? Share your link with friends and add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. As the player count goes up, so does the prize. Hit all 6 of your picks, and you'll be splitting a bag that's already at $1 million or more. So don't just sit back. Get in for free. Build the bag and run it up. Download DraftKings app, the DraftKings Pick 6 app, use that code, like I said, STRETCHPOD. Opt in. Start stacking entries for week 1. 0 cost. Huge upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, the crown is yours.
So was that the plan, though, Nebraska to play quarterback, or what?
No, yeah, it was, and then some things that happened at Notre Dame where I knew there was really no one in the defensive backfield, and I had seen this dude Ed Reed in a game against Boston College take over a game where I really realized that as you go up in levels, the real athletes are on defense. The real playmakers are on defense. They can change the game the most, and I wanted to be a punt returner and play defense. I don't know why, I'm not really sure why. It was the best situation for me. I knew Nebraska was kind of on that downward spiral.
Yeah.
I watched the national championship game live. Like, it's hard to recover from that type of beating. They would have done that to anyone. Like, they really would have done that to anyone. But it's tough to see the changing of the guard live in person and think like they're ever going to be able to recover from that. They're 20, right?
And once they got to the
you're
big
25 years from
they haven't.
That was their last.
That
big
was
game.
it.
25. You're 25. You're like 20
Right.
some years from that. So
They had what was it? Sugar Bowl under
Pelini?
Maybe. Because they lost the
he got
12
fired.
championship.
Yeah.
He won 9 games a year and got fired. We love Bo.
Oh, we're big
Bo
Bo
guys.
fans.
Yeah.
We just met and I've had a 20-minute conversation. I can't imagine wearing a red jersey in practice. You need to wear that black shirt and
no
just
doubt.
crack
Yeah.
skulls.
right.
Yeah.
So
That's got to be tough for you. You're literally not allowed to get hit or really deliver a hit. You know.
So going back to that position switch though, like when you were committed to Notre Dame, was it always I'm going to be a safety or?
Yeah, I was going to be a corner. I was going there to be corner because I wanted to be Jason Sehorn. I wanted to be that first white
guy.
cornerback in the NFL. And in 2010, it almost happened. But Ed Reed was on PUP the first 6 games. I couldn't make the switch to corner, but I was about to make the switch to
Really?
corner.
So when
Well, I had back to reading all the blogs. It was all about how I couldn't cover. So when I went to the NFL and saw these guys, my mindset was I'm going to become a lockdown cover guy, and I'm going to be able to go in the middle of the field and be able to be able to cover sideline to sideline from the middle of the field in the NFL
Cover one.
all day.
Baltimore.
It's Baltimore.
What was Ed Reed like in practice? Because he's one of my all-time favorite players.
Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, and Ray Lewis thoroughly enjoyed practice. They loved football, and they thoroughly enjoyed practice. Every practice was like that. You better be like that if you're going to play in Baltimore. We take our football very seriously. We take our defense seriously. We take every single rep seriously. We were about that life, and we were about that type of action. We wanted come rain, sunshine, storms, your place, our place, big stadium, parking lot, wherever you want to play, we can do this.
They're bad boys. They're bad boys on those teams.
Did you enjoy practice?
I love practice.
Yeah.
I did.
So it was like you fit right in there.
Yeah. That's why I felt like home again. Like I felt, there's very few places I've felt comfortable, like with myself. Baltimore Ravens, Chicago Fire Department, and St. Pat's right now.
Yeah. Why is Pat's making you feel that comfort again?
That pride, that the brotherhood. I started playing football because of my brother. The whole point of my football career was brotherhood. I learned how to be the best brother there was. That was, I think, my reason for not boxing and not wrestling, was because this is what I was supposed to learn in life, and what I was supposed to teach others about was how the fuck to be a brother.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to like completely break the St. Pat's program down and kind of instill this mindset from like freshman on up when you got there?
No, these boys, the parents, the community, the people that we have at St. Pat's, it's as resilient a bunch as you can have.
It's a bunch of blue-collar scumbags.
Man, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That don't miss a day of work.
Yep.
Yeah.
That won't ever miss a day of work. So, like, that part of it was not hard to change at all.
Mm-hmm.
They were more than ready to do whatever needed to be done.
Do you have to recruit at all? And do you like size up a kid in that living room, or his parents in that living room? You're like, he's a fit, he's not a fit.
Yeah, we're looking for the right fits. We're looking for hungry football players, but the right fits. We want it's an all boys school. It's a different type of discipline. You need that type of discipline if you're going to survive by us. You can't be no soft. You can't really be no softy. It ain't going to fly by us. We have plenty. It's not like it ain't no Spartan 300.
Right.
But for the football program, you got to be able to go through some things. That's what football is.
Yeah.
That's kind of
ain't no game goes smoothly. There ain't no right.
Yeah.
That's kind of
it ain't fun when it does. Like we want the back and forth. You want the chaos.
For sure. That's kind of the hardest thing to like explain to people who aren't from Chicago to understand it, because you think Catholic school, it's some like little preppy thing. It's really not.
Not in Chicago, no.
Not in the Catholic League, no.
Right.
That's not the case. But no, I'm fired up.
Yeah. What was your reaction to the final play of the SC game? Like what was the emotion? What were you guys, this is bullshit? That was against the rules.
The final play was a kickoff return that I should have leapt the outside guy and taken it all the way back.
That would have been.
Yeah.
I was talking more about the Bush push.
Yeah, I know. But even the play before, Corey Mays smashes the dude out of bounds. The ball goes back to the 3-yard line. The ball should have been spotted on the 3-yard line to begin with. So now you're talking about back-to-back blown calls for them to beat us. But we did what we came to do, which was prove that we can. We took them to the blow for blow. It was the heavyweight fight, and we were still standing at the end.
And it's one of the
You
most
never got me
iconic
down,
games.
Ray. I don't know if you ever seen what's it called? Robert De Niro. Why am I Raging Bull?
Yeah.
Never got me down, Ray.
Yep.
They never got us down.
Yep.
We knocked them down. They never knocked us down.
Iconic game still, like all these years later.
Right.
It's like that, Miami, Ohio State, like over the games, and Texas SC. Those are like the games that stick out in my brain. I think that's probably true for most
That
of us.
Miami
I would say,
Nebraska game
too.
was a little bit too, just because of the ass kicking that it was.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a team that was that good.
Yeah.
You got Sean Taylor.
Every
Vince
single-
Wilfork as fresh as
They had like 11 or 12 first-round picks or something.
Yeah, they're freaks.
Wilfork couldn't get on the field.
They're freaks.
No.
And he was what?
Willis McGahee started at fullback in that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was the
12th pick or something?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like he was like the third or fourth guy at tailback. He started at fullback that game.
Yeah.
It's fucking absurd.
What was your relationship like with Weiss?
It was good. He always, when he came in, I was one of 2 returning starters on defense. So he, I was kind of allowed to do what I wanted because I showed up and worked every day. It wasn't like I was allowed to just do whatever I wanted to. It was, he let me kind of be me, and I appreciated that. I mean, he let me turn pro, but, we played 1 season together. A guy let me turn pro boxing that offense.
Yeah.
Which was a big deal at the
Yeah.
time.
Right. That was a huge deal. So he will always be, good by me just –
For allowing you to.
You how big of a hoop did you have to like jump through to for that boxing, that Madison Square
Not bad,
Garden.
not much.
Not
It's just
really.
I couldn't make any money from Everlast. I couldn't make any money from. I could only make the purse money.
Okay.
Okay, so not based
Right.
off
So
of-
Everlast,
yeah.
they could outfit me, but I couldn't make no money. I couldn't
Right.
make a profit.
Couldn't be a
from-
sponsored
Right. I
athlete,
couldn't
yeah.
be a sponsored athlete.
which is
I lose my
ridiculous.
Right,
What
that's
what does that have to do with football? You know, it's completely different, but whatever. I do
Which
that-
I did all that just to be able to eat some food at night. Like I wish I wasn't lying, but I
Do you-
really
is
had
there
to do
any,
that just to get some food. in me.
resentment that like if
Don't get me started. Now.
yeah. I won't. Then I'm not going to ask what you know. I'm going to ask.
I would still be doing what I'm doing now, but I'd probably have
A lot more money.
Yeah.
A lot more money.
There's so many people.
Those
you
number
think
9
about.
jersey sales getting in your pocket would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people you think about in the NIL era, and you would have been one guy who
Crouch.
cleaned
You
up.
know.
Yeah.
So many guys would have cleaned
Yeah.
up.
I wonder if there's a way you guys can like backsue the NCAA, like a big ass class action where it's like, hey, I could have made literally millions of dollars, and you guys told me I couldn't.
Like my pops told me, no rear view mirror.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Is there any rear view mirror about beating guys up in the ring or no? Your last guy, do you feel bad
the only
about?
one a little bit.
A little bit. Do you know what his record was when you beat him?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you know what it was?
No.
He was 3-20.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I saw that on the Wikipedia. I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was ugly, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's pro boxing.
That's
for
pro
you,
boxing,
man.
yeah.
It's
Shouldn't have
just-
gotten in the ring.
yeah, right. You just well, you can't find. You're better off staying in amateurs and fighting like the Ukrainians and some of the Soviet blocs do. The Cubans do. They're amateur till 28. But now you don't have to do those. I mean, that's everyone's first 10, 20 fights in pros.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you really got to fight a crackhead that's probably got, a razor blade in his fucking
Yeah.
gloves. Like, I don't know what to do. That's, and you got to pay him to fight you.
Yeah.
That was the most sickening part of it.
Do you think nowadays, if you grew up, you'd be more of an MMA guy, be with the popular?
That's where I started off. I'd already been wrestling and boxing, and I was watching. I had a guy that trained me was this guy Tommy Zbikowski. He, my father's doorman, legendary street guy. They were teaching me things that probably a 10-year-old shouldn't have been taught. But, I'm spending – that's how I spent most of from 10, 11, 12 was training in a Jefferson Park garage on a guy that never had to show up to a streets and sand job and was a known jewel thief. That's, that's just what the fuck I was,
Yeah.
I slept in Arlington Heights. I didn't spend much time in Arlington Heights, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that was the plan, was to wrestle and wrestle, boxed, and then fight in UFC. That was no weight classes, no time limit.
time,
That's,
yeah, right.
So before he died, he signed me up for a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu seminar that was held at a health club, and my first trainer was Royce Gracie.
The greatest of all time.
Like
He
I still have
invented
the
jiu-jitsu,
armbar that I learned from when I was 12 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted to take me out of. So it's everyone in gis, and I'm in my Bucky Dent fucking baseball shirt. Like I'm in indoor baseball attire to go. I didn't know what a gi was.
Yeah.
But they wanted me to go with him from that time.
Mm-hmm.
I had already shown that sport. Fighting always came natural to me. You could teach me something in between the 30-second break, and I could implement it already. Wrestling or boxing, I don't know. I ain't gonna know what the name of the move is, but if you walk me through it, I could take it from you teaching me and implement it within 2-3 minutes.
Did you have the same type of thing with football too?
No, not even close.
No?
Not even close.
Ju-
Took me a long time. I didn't play safety till I got to college.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get good at safety till probably year 1 or 2 in the NFL. Like what you saw in college.
Disagree.
What you saw in college was raw determination.
Okay.
What you saw out of that was, my mom's a natural athlete. My father will figure it the fuck out by any means necessary. And that's really what my college, me playing safety in college was just, my story's going to be told one way or another. I don't care how it works out, but we're going to make it one way or another. Boxing and wrestling just always, man, I could not train for a fight for months and come back and still be able to,
Interesting.
win.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever like shit talk you in a bar in Notre Dame without even knowing who you are?
No,
No.
not
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
All right, another quick break here. We got to talk to you guys about Viore. I wear Viore, I don't know, 3-4 times a week
Easy,
at this
yeah.
point. Viore is incredibly versatile and comfortable, perfect for whatever your day brings, designed to look great beyond the gym. So whether you're running errands, heading to the office, or meeting up with friends. Another one is my number one thing to wear to the airport.
Yep.
They're great. The core short is the short that started it all at Viore. Soft, lightweight, 4-way stretch material. It moves with you, no restriction. The breathable boxer brief liner allows built-in comfort and support. You need that. So you got to check out the website. They have stores. They have the one on Southport. I'm in there all the time. So go check them out. It's if you don't have the Viore joggers for fall, they have all different kinds. You got to be in there. You got to have it. It's that time of year. Jogger season is the best season. So Viore is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they're offering 20% off your first purchase. So get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at viore.com/stretch. That's VUORI.com/stretch for that 20% off. You got to do it. You got to do it. Exclusions do apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but you'll also enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. So go to viore.com/stretch and discover the versatility of Viore clothing. Was there a culture shock when you got to ND? Could you talk about,
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure
a
it was,
big one.
right?
That was a huge one. I remember just sitting in my first theology class, like, man, these dudes are suited and booted. I have nothing but Adidas gear.
Yeah.
This is my first time opening a Bible. I got no chance. Everything right. Everything about it was. I had a 175 my first semester, all C minuses, no D's, but all C minuses. I was like, this is just.
What's the old saying?
D's for degrees.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So did you feel
You
like
got that degree, right?
That's true.
That's
Oh, there you go.
double major, no big deal.
there.
You got
no
that
big
hanging
deal.
up somewhere or no?
Yeah, finally made. It's been hung up.
In your office now?
Down in my basement.
Yeah.
So did you even ever feel like really yourself at like Buffalo Grove? I know Buffalo Grove's not some like highty-tighty school as well, but I mean,
Not really.
no.
You probably feel at home now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do way more now.
Yeah.
What made you want to do it? Like why'd you want to come to Pat's? Like what was?
I knew I loved coaching. I wanted to be a head coach, and then I was finding my way back home, and then me and Dan got on a phone call. Between the two schools that I was looking at, St. Pat's was like significantly more me. Everything about it was me. Once he took me around the hallways, I pretty much knew this was where I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
The kids that he introduced me to.
Do they know who you are?
They do a little bit. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Like my senior year of high school, I was a bigger story than the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Like for those that are around, know it. The people that weren't around,
It's the absolute truth.
now
It was like
can't fathom it.
Do you remember John Durgo?
No.
He was one of those guys that was just like a legend. He wrestled at Illinois. Actually, he didn't even play college football. But he ran for like 50-something touchdowns.
What was the name again?
John Durgo. Where'd he go? Not Lockport.
Durgo went to
not
Morris. Right?
Morris?
I went
Was
to-
it
I went to
Morris?
Morris.
Like some far southwest suburb. But there was just like you were one of those guys that was like legendary in the high school ranks.
It's
around
me and
here.
Chris
Yeah.
Leak doing a national thing on ESPN with the Blue Chip Diaries. That's like the first of it's really like your inside scoop of what's going on in high school and in recruiting. But at that point, you're talking about me by the time I got to high school, I had 65 amateur boxing matches and nearly 250 wrestling matches. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts, bro.
And I had already been ranked nationally 3 different times in the Silver Glove. So, like, I mean, people knew of, Chicago knew of me as like a young phenom boxer who's yet, nobody knew about my football stuff till I got to playing football, really. Because as a sophomore, I'm a 5'9", 150-pound dude. It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
like- and in my junior year, I'm maybe 170. I'm winning by air. I'm not winning, I can run, but I'm winning by air at that point. It's not till my senior year that we can really run midline option and just I can reverse out and hit the edge, and that's all we really had to do. You're not going to be able to stop it. You can know what we're doing, but you ain't going to be able to stop it.
And did you know he was the guy right away, or what? Like, what made you bring him back?
Hey, when I found out, Tommy was looking around and wanted to get back to Chicago, we went through a whole interview process. He did a phenomenal job. We brought in 4 lead candidates, and the coaches, players, we all grew to Tommy. Like, man, this seems like our guy. I mean, obviously I knew him at Notre Dame. He's one of the best football players I've ever been around. His tenacity, passion for the game. But his story and what he's been through in his life to relate to our families and our boys. I mean, we represent 150 grade schools at our school of 600 boys at St. Pat's. All walks of life coming through the door. And for Tommy to be there as a mentor and his work ethic, his drive, it's phenomenal. So he's there for life too. It's not, we want to win games. We want these guys to be tough. But he also has conversations with these young men every day in the hallways. And that's special. So, no, we're super excited to have him. We can't wait to get started this weekend. And
Yorkville.
It's going well. Yeah, Yorkville.
At Yorkville or at
Yorkville?
Home? At West Burbs.
Mighty Foxes.
Yeah.
Fox Sound.
Yep.
I already know the answer to this, so I'll ask it differently, but do you try to guide people into wrestling or boxing or combat sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of coaches don't. They're like, I want you to focus on baseball, football, whatever,
No, that's not me. I'll always encourage a football player to play either basketball or wrestling in the off-season, in the wintertime. Springtime, any of those are good choices. Lacrosse, track, or baseball are all good choices. Because as a safeties coach and as a safety, I want to see somebody that played center field.
Yeah.
And I don't care about a 40. Right. I don't care about a 40 time right now. I want to know you can track.
Yeah.
You can run in the middle of the field and track a ball like that. And also, there's a lot in baseball. I get the standing around don't help you, but the hips and the hands and the eyes all will. I come from a baseball family. I hated baseball, but I played it, and I know it helped me in my athletic development. Playing one sport year round is not going to help your athletic development.
Yeah.
He's begging me to start a boxing club.
Yeah.
So there will be a boxing club. I said, let's get through football.
Right.
And we're going to have one of the best boxing club.
Yeah, you'll have. Yeah.
Are you guys taking adult applications? Because
yeah, dude, the rafters of fucking Brooks Park over there. I can see you. This place over there, that northwest side. This gym is legendary.
Yeah.
That's exciting, man. This is. Do you think youth sports, like now the travel ball and whatnot, is kind of ruining a lot of things?
I do.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, especially if you're taking it that seriously, that early, you need to be playing other sports, and nobody cares how good you were in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Nobody cares how good you were freshman year. Nobody cares how good you were sophomore year. Nobody cares how good you were junior year.
It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if you ever started a game.
Yeah.
No recruiting meeting have we ever talked about how many games did this kid start. You got to assume, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, nobody cares about that. Can you play, and how good of a teammate are you? How good are you going to fit into our program? That's what every football coach cares about.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you can coach? You get a 15-year-old who's kind of a shithead, and can you take him aside and be like, you're hurting yourself.
Same thing with mental toughness. Like, that's what mixed martial arts is. I wasn't just born to be able to do an extra round. You got to train yourself, and you got to go through those hard times. That's the only way you get mentally tougher. You're not just born being mentally tough.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
we all want to be average, like Nick Saban said. We all want to get an A on the first test and get a C on the second test and take a B on the. That's just how we are. Human nature is to be satisfied.
Yeah.
So you're looking for those people that aren't trying to be satisfied. You got to train yourself to do that. You're not just. You got to. Martial arts is rewiring what your mental is telling you.
Do you have anybody in the program now who you're like, oh, that's a little mini me? Like, I don't know, maybe it might be a 5'5", 130-pounder right now, but you're like...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there's only one me.
Yeah. That is true.
The only one that's got a chance, is my son.
How old is he?
5.
5?
He'll be 5 in September.
You got the
throw
hand
hands
gloves?
And no, Grandpa's already taught him.
Okay.
Grandpa's taught him. There we go.
All right.
And he can find openings.
All right.
That's be fun to see because it's been fun to see already. Like we're friendly with Urlacher too, and
Yeah.
seeing
Casey,
his kid go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's cool to
Kennedy.
see the guys.
Yeah. He transferred.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where did he go?
transfer.
I can't remember.
I want to say Arizona. Did he go
like
back
that, yeah.
home?
He had a couple of moments last year where like this guy's a football player.
Yeah.
But
Damn. Well, this was fun, Tom. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you having me
Yeah.
on.
You guys have anything else?
do you still follow Notre Dame? You still a fan, or you just is that no rear view?
He's got a message board account.
Unless it's the Ravens, I don't really watch too much football.
Okay.
I'll try and watch Notre Dame a little bit more because I met Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that last guy that was here,
Okay.
so I didn't really watch or support too much.
Fair. I think that's a pretty universal feeling.
Why was he not good to like alumni or it's
Once you let a kid die on the whatchamacallit filming a practice in the springtime, you've lost me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What about Samarja and any of those guys? You still in touch with them?
Yeah, we stay in touch. I know. Saw him this summertime. Took him out. We all got families now. It's crazy. We all got families and kids and stuff now. So
One last break from Tommy Zbikowski today to talk about part of my cheesesteak. It is football season. We've talked about that ad nauseum today and all week and all month. We can smell it in the air. And it's the perfect time of year for your game day meal or late night eats with Pardon My Cheesesteak. They offer a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, popular desserts. Do you like those donut dippers they got?
Who doesn't, Dave?
Doesn't, right? They're always loaded up downstairs. It's been my breakfast the last couple weeks. But now that football season's underway, Pardon My Cheesesteak added a brand new combo on its menu, introducing the big one. It's the original classic cheesesteak, your choice of brownie bites or donut dippers, and a drink, all for a discounted price. So go to pardonmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off your order. That's pardonmycheesesteak.com with code PMC20 for 20% off that order. And let's finish up this interview with Tommy Zbikowski.
And was it actually a thing though? Would you give Brady a lot of shit, being like, I think I'm better than you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, oh yeah. Every day. So me and Jeff would have a throwing contest after most practices where he would never join in.
He was scared, yeah. He didn't want to look
Too
big.
big.
That's right. You got to think of Jeff's arm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would be tipping the scales at like 64, 65. He would always be able to do whatever it took at like 66, 67 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still, as a muscle-bound safety, able to throw it 64,
Yeah.
65 yards. But Anthony Fasano could throw it farther than all of us.
Wow.
Tight end?
He was an animal.
He was a
too.
javelin thrower in high school, so he would throw it. He would throw it like
100
eight,
yards.
dude.
Yeah.
We were at the Insight Bowl at where Arizona plays, the Diamondbacks play. This dude, seriously, I mean, I've never seen a ball, and he just like a javelin. It was crazy to see.
Who was the best athlete on those teams?
Me.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that true, too?
Yeah, all-around athlete.
Yeah.
Tommy had to be up there.
Who's next then? Who gives him run for his money?
Jeff.
So for the record, that's Dan Santucci's the school president, and he
Yeah,
played.
Jeff was just a baller. I mean, Jeff would hide in the weight room, but when he came to playing on the field,
Yeah.
he'd catch every ball.
He was awesome. Those teams were so fun.
He probably would have been a first rounder, right?
Oh yeah. He was
right?
projected to go like
Second round at latest.
yeah. He was. I saw.
Like-
I remember seeing projections of him going like 23 to 36, like in that round.
I'd say he made the right call. He probably made about $100 million in his career, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone.
He signed for like 75, the one deal.
The Giants. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got big money from the Giants.
Friendship dues are up, Jeffy.
Yep, that's right.
Played for
right
the
here.
Cubs and the Sox.
Yeah. Yeah.
One last funny story about Zibby, though. We'd all go around Christmas time, as players, easy gifts, right? Bring home a helmet signed by the team. I go up to Tommy. Hey, you signed this? Who's it for? Tommy, just sign the damn helmet. Who's it for? My dad. All right. He finally signed it, but he gave everyone. He was not about that at all. But we.
Even my wife, whenever she asks something, I always say no.
He
I'm in the midst of doing it, but I always say no.
You don't like signing autographs, huh?
I just like saying no.
I can't believe we got you here.
Yeah, that's true. No, man, this.
I'm an antagonist. I'm a younger brother.
Yeah.
I'm always
By nature, then,
I'm always
right?
an
It's
antagonist.
just innate in you.
Yeah.
I like fighting and I like losing.
Yeah.
Losing fights. That's my father. Now that's me and my father. We just like getting in scuffles.
Yep.
How much older is your brother than you?
4 years.
So I got a rule of life, and I'll ask you about it. That the older brother, no matter what, will always. And obviously, there's exceptions. You box. I don't know if your older brother did, but how would those fights go growing up? The older brother,
12 was the last time but I mean, he would have all the. I was fighting seniors in high school when I was in 7th, 8th grade. So he was like a sophomore and junior. We had the black box that got the free pay-per-view. We would right.
My dad has
we
one
just
right
called
now.
it black box, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was black
My dad
box.
still calls it that.
You get all the WWF pay.
Right, exactly. So we would, and then we would have. My worst concussion was against a senior wrestler when I was in 7th grade. I would glove up and box as like a 12-year-old, be fighting the 17 and 18-year-olds in our basement, and the kid came with a headbutt. It was the dizziest I've ever been, but that was the entertainment. That was the entertainment back then.
Who needs a black box?
Right.
Yeah.
Like I thought clotheslines were legal in basketball.
I think they are.
Right. That's how I never scored in a one-on-one pickup game with my brother. I never scored more than 3. One was all right, and as soon as I put the second one in, no matter what the score was, I was just clotheslined.
Manhandling.
Just no feelings whatsoever, just clothesline, bloody nose, whatever it was. That's what I thought were the rules of basketball.
Was it hard for you to fail?
No, that's what it's success gets me. I used to.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
I'm used to shitty times. I'm used to when things are down and out. Believe me, you want me around. When I'm just used to things going well, and there's gonna be a brother with a brain tumor, or your first friend in preschool dies in a car accident the next year, or your Tommy DePino dies after 2 years of knowing him, and things. That was what my life was. Things are going well. All right, well, your mother's now diagnosed with a rare blood disease. Just every time something good would happen, I knew what was around the corner. So I'd rather live in those hard times because
More predictable.
right? And I know I know I'm going to work my way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know you ain't going to keep me down. So, but I think that
Is that still something you deal with, or are you better?
I think I'm getting better at it.
Okay.
I think a
Good.
lot of it had to do with being 11 years sober now. Like you have a different, emotionally you're a lot more stable than what it was. But I also, now I'm having kids, they're growing up. People aren't just dying, like as time goes on, as they say, time heals all. I'm getting better at it. It's something I got to work on. But if, the weakness that I have is success. It's good feelings. It's a life of having only so many good feelings. When you have a good feeling, it's
So we're rooting for Yorkville this week.
Love it.
Don't take it out on my kids. That's the way I was. And that's the beauty of coaching is I get to coach kids that all heal my past. Every day that there's something that just being around them and seeing them in the hallways. It ain't about them winning a game. It's being in their life that it's a continuous healing of whatever had happened before.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Great.
That's a good way to end. Thanks again. Obviously, I think people could find, they could follow the season. Lord knows where it's
We'll be
at.
following the season.
Yeah, exactly. St. Patrick.org or whatever. Yeah. I think it is. Yeah.
I'm sure Eddie will provide Monday updates.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah. Well, I hope so. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Come out to some games, guys.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you deal with McGarrigle at all right now?
Yeah, we went to Northwestern practice. He's opened the doors to us about all that stuff. I mean, he's a brilliant defensive mind. He's a great coach. To see him in his element for that practice was awesome. I love everything.
You guys are kind of cut from the same. I don't know him very well either, but you guys seem cut from.
He knows him great.
We are.
Butt heads on who the better tackler was, or
him. I just
all time. I'm a Northwestern fan. He's the. I still think the all-time leading tackler.
I think
and
the guy all the
he had like a
stuff, the guy
COVID
from Troy,
6 year or
had
something.
6
Yeah,
years, but
right.
Tim was a
Asterisk.
animal, man.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
Still
He's,
is.
yeah, animal. What was he, about 200 pounds at Northwestern?
Yeah, 205.
Yeah, just animal. Your kind of football player.
Yeah, he just. I mean, just like Zbikowski said, like he's all about the mentality and don't worry about. So many guys are caught up on getting so big. And
Yeah.
just play hard. I mean,
Go tackle people.
Exactly. Be
Yeah.
physical and play relentless, play hard.
Yeah.
That was Tim.
All right, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot for coming in.
Yeah, that was
I'm
great.
pumped.
Appreciate you guys.
Jake Paul, I know you need a cruiserweight fight. I am your guy.
Oh my God.
Everyone wants to see it. Let's do it in Chicago, summertime, before next football season.
I mean,
you
you
actually
got
do
you
this?
got enough.
Come on now.
You got
You
enough.
already know.
Like,
Send it to.
Oh,
Let him
that would be
know.
awesome.
Jake, you fight me. You'll be ready for a championship fight afterwards, my man.
I'm sorry. Are you the AD?
No.
Okay. One
That's
of
my
the-
boxing manager.
boxing manager.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you got enough name.
That would
Not
be
obviously
fucking
Jake Paul's like the
unreal.
biggest name on the planet, but
Yeah, he is, but let him know. He don't know who I am.
oh, this is being clipped
Yeah,
and
let him know.
he is
Send
being
it.
tagged.
Yeah. Can we be in your walkout crew?
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that'd be so fucking sick.
Yeah.
That'd be
What could you? What do
How
you?
long-
Wrigley or Comiskey? Where should we do it?
fuck, dude, at Jimmy's Park.
They used to. I say we do it at Hanson Stadium.
Oh, that'd be sick, dude. That'd be unreal. But
I would.
he'd want a big venue, so I'd say.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Probably be the UC or something, but I would be all over that fight.
That'd be amazing.
You just want to piece them up, and I can tell by
I got a few fights in me.
yeah.
And I like what he's doing for boxing. I do.
I actually
do. I do a lot.
I've done a not heel turn. I've done a 180 on him too.
Yeah.
I actually like Jake Paul.
Mhm.
I would like to see him knocked out
Yeah. I would.
beyond belief though, so bad.
You think you could do it?
Bro, I got a brother that had a brain tumor that I thought him and I would be like the, Klitschko's or whatever it is. So Jake and Logan can both fucking get it from me. I will gladly give it to. I will gladly give it to both of them, and I'll give it to them at
He
the
beat
same.
Tyson,
I will
though,
give it to him at
Mayweather.
the same fucking time. Both of them. Throw your daddy in there too. I'll abuse that little Ohio hillbilly. However you three want to do it, we can do it. We can do it at a barn. We could do it in a city. We can do it wherever you want to do it.
How old's Jake
This is
now?
great fight promo.
Jake's got to be old enough to remember Tom.
Do it at St. Pat's.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. All right, we'll clip that up. We'll get it to his people.
Great.
I mean, it'd be a nice,
Yeah.
it'd be a nice bag for you.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.